Terrifying human being. He's terrifying. He's really good. He's really good and really big.
I get scared at home.
You should be.
Yeah. I mean, that's how it is.
Yeah. Khamzat's a murderer. I mean, when he gets into that octagon, he's seek and destroy. He's a dangerous man.
This one, I'm going to go with Dricus in a gritty, dirty, nasty fight. He's going to have a rough couple rounds, but I think he's going to stick around. I don't think he's an easy guy to finish. It's an awkward style. He's strong. He's big. You know, cardio issues, I don't think are a thing anymore.
Before we move further, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you never miss a breakdown like this. Let's get straight to it. Footage has surfaced showing Khamzat Chimaev getting taken down by a training partner during his camp for the upcoming bout with Dricus Du Plessis. While the clip stirred reactions, TJ Dillashaw remains confident in Chimaev's skill set. He argues that Chimaev holds the edge in striking, has a stronger grappling game, and is more technically sound in jiu-jitsu than Du Plessis. But Dillashaw did admit, cardio has consistently been the one weak spot for Chimaev. He revealed that he introduced Chimaev to Sam Calavita from the training lab, the same specialist who previously guided him through tough training camps. TJ believes Sam's expertise will help iron out Chimaev's cardio issues and dial in his weight cut, giving him a solid advantage heading into the fight.
I was like, look, Chimaev's the better striker in my opinion, technically. He's by far the better grappler and has more strength and better jiu-jitsu. Like, DDP is nonstop pressure. He's awkward, and that awkwardness gets it done. I'd say the reason why Chimaev won't win is because of his cardio. I said that before, right? And then I met him, and I introduced him. So this guy's Sam Calavita that I'm talking about. He owns Training Lab. He's the one that gave me my bro science PhD and everything I'm talking about now, and I did it in his garage. So I learned everything you could possibly learn about peak performance and how to get your body there. Well, I introduced Armin to Sam Calavita, which has been working with him, and you've seen the way he's been looking lately, but now I've also introduced Chimaev to him.
Dillashaw also mentioned that Sam Calavita runs his strength and conditioning sessions out of a humble garage, a no-nonsense setting that's home to some serious talent. Now, Chimaev is following that same blueprint. TJ expects major improvements in Chimaev's stamina. He also pointed to Sam's water displacement techniques, which help athletes shed weight efficiently and perform better when it matters most.
Sam Calavita's got like some killers in his garage. He does all of his strength conditioning in his garage, which is amazing. It's like Rocky style training. So Chimaev's doing it right now. I highly suspect he's gonna have an amazing, get a gas tank for this next fight. And I think he's gonna get the win because of it. Not only does Sam train you the right way to be this freak of cardio, but he also is gonna help him make weight very easy. Sam's algorithms on the water displacement that he's got is next level. He'd always have me show up to fight week. I fight 135s, he'd have me show up to fight week. So that's what, 5 days before, or 7 days before on Sunday. As long as I weigh 150 and I'm hydrated, I know I've made weight. Now it's just about water displacement and doing it the right way. And he's gonna do the same thing for Chimaev. So he's gonna make the weight better, which in turn is gonna make his cardio better, and he's gonna train the right way. With all the stuff that I know now, everything that I know is because of Sam Calavita. And that's what Chimaev's doing right now.
Luke Rockhold offered his view, describing Chimaev as a relentless force, explosive, aggressive, and heavy-handed from the opening bell. He noted that Chimaev's approach tends to overwhelm opponents quickly. The key, according to Rockhold, is whether or not those opponents can survive the early storm.
I mean, I don't go watch it. I don't go watch this every training session, but he's, you know, you know what he's gonna do. He's a wrestler. He's a grappler. He's gonna get relentless pressure. He's gonna start fast and hard. And you know, can Dricus take that? Can he take that first round, that first 2 rounds? I mean, that's what life is about for his fight, his opponents. Can they withstand the barrage? Because he's gonna bring it.
Still, Rockhold questioned Chimaev's ability to keep that kind of pace in the deeper rounds. Having trained with Du Plessis himself, he spoke highly of Dricus' toughness, unpredictable rhythm, and overlooked grappling skills. He wondered whether Chimaev's pressure-heavy approach could really hold up over 5 hard rounds.
Do you reckon Khamzat will be able to handle DDP later on in the fight if he can survive?
I don't like those opportunities for him. I've trained with DDP a lot. He's tough. He ain't gonna go away. You gotta dominate him. You gotta finish him. I mean, you gotta dominate him from start to finish, or you gotta finish him early. I mean, and I just don't see how Khamzat's gonna keep that pressure. That his intensity you can only keep that for so long. That's not 5-round material. DDP is tough. He's tough as, people don't give him a lot of credit. He's just awkwardly. He's got weird timing and rhythm, and he's good. And he mixes it up. He's very confident. And that's what everything's about. So he's got good grappling, decent wrestling, and some striking, but it works.
On top of that, another sparring video recently emerged showing Chimaev getting taken down during grappling. That sparked new discussions among fans and analysts about his ability to stay dominant in extended exchanges, particularly against Du Plessis' awkward, grinding style and non-stop pace. Ali Abdelaziz weighed in too, sharing that Chimaev has gone back to training in Russia and is completely focused. He called him one of the sport's biggest stars and opened up about Chimaev's battle with COVID-19, which at one point left him coughing up blood. But now, Ali says, Chimaev is back to full health, laser-focused, and capable of beating anyone, even in later rounds.
Du Plessis versus Khamzat Chimaev. How do you feel about this fight?
Everybody know I used to work with Khamzat. I love the guy. After COVID, it really messed him up. One of the craziest things I've ever seen. Throwing up like blood. As far as I know now, he's in Russia, he's in camp, he's focused. He's a superstar. He's one of the biggest stars in the UFC. When you have this kind of pressure, sometimes people doesn't know how to handle it. It's hard to bet against focused Khamzat, healthy Khamzat. I think he can beat anyone on any given day. As talent, as technique, it's Khamzat. If you go to the 3rd and 4th and 5th round, how this fight gonna go? I believe Khamzat can go there, did to him what he did to Robert Whittaker. 100%, I believe this.
Henry Cejudo had praise for Chimaev's explosive starts, especially referencing his showing against Robert Whittaker. But he added that Du Plessis is a different kind of puzzle, one that brings chaos, constant forward movement, and an unorthodox but effective pace that can drain even the most dangerous fighters.
Does Khamzat beat DDP?
Man, Khamzat could beat anybody in the world in about a round. It's super impressed with what he did to Robert Whittaker. I don't see that against DDP. DDP's scrambling, man. You're going to need to really be able to pace yourself for 5 rounds. And with DDP's train just continue to keep rolling and he's still steaming and his train's still hot. It depends on how long DDP wants to take a break. You're going to have to prepare, man, for a guy like DDP. You're going to need a 3-rounder or a 5-rounder to get ready, but I don't see it. I just don't see it. I think DDP's too, I used to think he was the sloppiest thing on planet Earth, and I thought the same thing about Rob until they bring that volume and just the tenacity. It changes everything.
Cejudo admitted that he once saw Du Plessis' game as messy and inefficient, but he's since changed his tune, saying the pressure and output can make all the difference once the fight gets going. In yet another training moment that caused a stir, Chimaev was seen being taken down by Alexander Gustafsson during a sparring session. That left some fans raising eyebrows, questioning whether Chimaev's takedown defense will hold up against a bigger, more physical, and unpredictable fighter like Du Plessis. Eddie Alvarez said picking against Chimaev is difficult, thanks to his explosiveness and ability to finish early. But he warned that Du Plessis, despite looking wild at times, has serious cardio, a tough mindset, and a work ethic that makes him dangerous throughout all 5 rounds.
I think it's hard to bet against Chimaev for me. The guy's a powerhouse, but I can't pick that. Yeah, Dricus is like this odd character for me. Like I never really watching him aesthetically. It don't all look perfect. It's very like, it doesn't look, aesthetically it doesn't look good, but he gets the job done. His conditioning's crazy. He's one of the hardest workers in the entire sport, and he finds a way. He's one of them guys who find a way regardless of how it looks. So you can never count him out. But I think Chimaev, if it goes past round 2, Dricus.
Edmund Shabazian gave his take too. He feels this fight hinges on the early action. According to him, Chimaev needs to press forward and implement his wrestling right away. Still, he slightly favors Du Plessis, citing his grit and unpredictable movement as keys to surviving the initial pressure and taking over as the fight progresses.
Actually, I think if it's the first 2 rounds, I think Chimaev, if he doesn't finish him in the first 2 rounds, Du Plessis should take it. But if it's in the first 2 rounds, if Chimaev's going to win, it's going to be in the first 2 rounds.
Yeah. What's your official pick?
I don't know. I don't know. I kind of want to lean towards DDP because he's a tough dude, man, and he's just so awkward, and you never know, he might scramble out of those like positions Chimaev puts him in. But Chimaev is a dog too, man. The guy doesn't stop, and he's relentless with his grappling.
Caio Baralho called the fight tough to call. He acknowledged that Du Plessis has made a habit of proving the critics wrong, but said Chimaev is lethal in the early stages. Caio leans ever so slightly toward Chimaev, though he wouldn't be surprised if Du Plessis scores another upset.
That's a hard one, because every time I bet against DDP, he shut my mouth. So it's hard, but he's facing Khamzat. You know, Khamzat is very hard in the first or second round, so I think he can get it done real fast. But other way, if it's not done real fast, I think Dricus, you're gonna make him have a hard night. So I'll go Khamzat. Maybe Dricus will shut my mouth again, but I'll go Khamzat.
Alexander Gustafsson, who's trained with Chimaev for years, praised his teammates' wrestling and grappling, even when there's a size difference. He mentioned Chimaev's physicality and raw power, adding that his grappling advantage could be the deciding factor.
You're like 2-3 weight classes above him. How strong is he? Because I've seen like he's a good training partner for you.
Yeah, no, he's very natural, strong, you know, and he has very strong genes, and he just comes with raw power, you know. All his power just comes from nature, you know.
Just natural.
Right? Natural, yeah. So guys, to get the full All-Stars experience.
Darren Till, who's a longtime friend of Chimaev, said he's not the biggest fan of Du Plessis' awkward style, but he does respect his success. Despite that, Till is standing firmly behind Chimaev, predicting a finish within the first 2 rounds. He credited Chimaev's intense training and sharp mindset heading into this matchup.
Beats Khamzat, your boy.
No, look, with respect, I'm never going to look past Dricus because he trains hard, he's super dedicated, he's super strong, and he's got that awkward style that doesn't make any sense. I think Khamzat will beat him inside the 2 rounds. I really do believe that. But look, Khamzat knows. I was speaking to Khamzat on the FaceTime the other day because I'm meant to be going out to Dubai to help with the camp. Khamzat knows it's a tough fight, but, you know, Khamzat trains like a beast. I do think Khamzat gets it in 2 rounds done.
Joe Rogan had high praise for Chimaev as well, calling him one of the scariest welterweights on the roster. That said, he criticized Chimaev's issues with making weight at 170, calling it a lack of discipline. However, Rogan pointed to the Gilbert Burns fight as proof of Chimaev's heart and grit, saying mentally, the guy is nearly unbreakable.
Khamzat's a freak, man.
How about,
especially at 170.
Dude, but he can't make the weight. He's too unreliable.
He just needs to be a little bit more disciplined. Bro, 170, he's almost unstoppable. Even when Gilbert caught him on the noggin multiple times and dropped him, remember?
Yep.
Still kept going. Still like that guy never stopped coming.
Rogan also described him as an assassin, frightening, large, skilled, and dangerous.
Khamzat is an assassin. Khamzat is a terrifying human being. He's terrifying. He's really good. He's really good and really big.
I get scared at home.
You should be.
Yeah. I mean, that's how it is.
Yeah. Khamzat's a murderer. I mean, when he gets into that octagon, he's seek and destroy. He's a dangerous man.
Coach John Wood, on the other hand, is picking Du Plessis to win. He's expecting a dirty, grinding battle and thinks Du Plessis' strength, odd angles, and sheer power will carry him through. Wood also dismissed concerns over Dricus' conditioning, saying cardio won't be an issue in this fight.
Again, kind of like the Pena-Harrison fight, I'm going to go with Dricus on this one. I'm going to go with Dricus in a gritty, dirty, nasty fight. He's going to have a rough couple rounds, But I think he's going to stick around. I don't think he's an easy guy to finish. It's an awkward style. He's strong. He's big. You know, cardio issues I don't think are a thing anymore. I think that he is going to get deep into that fight, and I think he finishes him.
Mateusz Gamrot added his voice to the mix, saying he respects Du Plessis, but doesn't believe he'll be able to stop Chimaev's takedowns. He pointed to Chimaev's strength and control, slightly favoring him to get the job done.
Oh, this is interesting matchup. Chimaev is really high-level wrestler, and he's strong. I like Dricus. He meet a couple times. It's hard to prediction, but I don't think so that Dricus will stop wrestling Chimaev, and I think maybe Chimaev will beat this guy.
Mayhem Miller described Chimaev as a wild card, capable of blending high-level striking and grappling in a way that's difficult to prepare for. He said Du Plessis is facing a stylistic nightmare, and whoever shows up in better shape might walk away with the win.
Do you counter wrestle? Do you find your striking exchanges working when you push the guy backwards? And can you do that without overshooting and getting taken down? Do you want to get taken down and make a scramble and this? No, probably not. Du Plessis has work cut out for him. Like, he has to kind of figure this enigma out of a dude who can kickbox pretty good with this European style kickboxing and also really high level grappling. I don't know. I think it'll come down to who's in the best shape, who's the best conditioned. That's really the end of that. Happy birthday, August 16th. We're going to see that one.
Mayhem gave a slight nod to Chimaev, praising his wrestling background and poise under pressure. He warned that Du Plessis' added muscle mass could become a liability in a drawn-out fight.
Do you lean a little more towards one or the other right now?
Yeah, Chimaev, you know, because he has like this special ingrained, and I say this because you start the kids young and they just get a little extra something, you know, there's a little bit of extra feel. There's another 10,000 hours put on top of their athleticism because they've been doing this for so long, grappling especially. And Du Plessis is an excellent grappler, but what it comes down to is being able to relax during those grappling exchanges and not use that much energy. His body is big, but he's like a bigger human being, not necessarily just a big muscle-bound guy like Du Plessis. Like Du Plessis has the frame of a lighter man, but has put on muscle to compete at the higher weight class. Yeah, Chimaev might have an edge. Might be an upset there.
Jamahal Hill wrapped things up, saying he's leaning toward Du Plessis. Hill admitted he's underrated Dricus before and was proven wrong. He respects Du Plessis' chaotic rhythm and insane cardio, but also cautioned that Chimaev's world-class grappling is not something to overlook.
I probably favor DDP in that one, just for the simple fact of I've doubted this dude so many times now, and he's shut me up bad every time. It may look like he's like fatiguing or he's like slowing down, but he's really not. I think he's got the better cardio. His physical strength, I believe, can pose a problem for anybody in that division. We've seen Khamzat fade over the course of rounds before. I just believe Dricus has a really, really awkward way of throwing strikes that's not easy to time, get a read on. So I believe he will land. So I probably lean more towards DDP, but you can't count a guy like Khamzat out. I believe he's one of the best natural pure grapplers. He does have the ability to throw some hands too, so it's interesting.
That wraps it up for this video. Who are you backing in this fight? Drop your predictions in the comments below, and if you enjoyed the breakdown, make sure to like and subscribe. You can also check out more videos right here on the screen.